Hi, I'm Michael Brand and you're watching How to Lose Money on Analytics, a video series all about the pitfalls of advanced analytics that we at Otzma Analytics aim to teach people about and help them avoid. There are buzzwords, and then there's artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. Lately I've been getting many calls from panicked executives trying to understand what it's all about, because everyone seems to already have some. So what is artificial intelligence, and why, when you're asking for it, you're most surely, definitely, asking for the wrong thing? In the case of artificial intelligence, the question of what it is far from simple. It's been over 60 years since the term was coined by John McCarthy, and there's still no consensus about what the object of study in artificial intelligence actually is. The definition one encounters most frequently, which goes something like this: artificial intelligence is when computers do something that is like human intelligence. That definition simply isn't satisfactory. Look at it again. Why does human appear in it? Is there anything intrinsically human about intelligence? Do we reference human intelligence when we say that dogs are more intelligent than cats? What would happen if computers were able to simulate dolphin intelligence? Would that not be artificial intelligence? And what of the word intelligence? If the whole crux of the definition is that we are separating the notion of intelligence from the context in which we're used to seeing it, then the very heart of the definition is what intelligent means. You can't define intelligence by the word intelligence. Okay, what about the word like? Computers are vastly different to people. How like is like? An enthusiast may say that everything is like enough, so everything is AI. A skeptic may say the opposite, that nothing is AI. These are hardly hypotheticals. Both ends of the spectrum have names. The nothing is AI end is called the AI effect. In the field, it's sometimes presented as Tesla's theorem. AI is whatever hasn't been done yet. And we see the truth of this everywhere. So much of the technology we interact with daily was considered at the forefront of AI until it became mass-produced. Think of GPS navigation. Think of computer chess. On the opposite end of the spectrum, everything is AI is called the ELIZA effect, after the ELIZA program, a program emulating a non-interventional therapist that does very little except return people's sentences back to them in question form. Regarding it, its creator, Joseph Weizenbaum, observed, "I had not realized that extremely short exposures to a relatively simple computer program could induce powerful delusional thinking in quite normal people." What he meant was, people who should know better were sucked into emotional conversations with ELIZA. So, how does one resolve the problem of defining AI? My favorite way is to get rid of all the rest of our original definition attempt. AI is not something that computers do. What it is something that we feel. Artificial intelligence is what we feel when we see computers do something that we didn't think they could. So why is that not what you need? For many reasons. First, if AI is a feeling, not a technology, then, like beauty, it's in the eye of the beholder. Whether something is or isn't AI becomes subjective. Think about that next time someone tries to sell you AI, because AI isn't something you can buy. It isn't something you can sell, develop, or own. It's a feeling, and nothing guarantees that your customers or your users will experience it. Second, saying that something is AI is simply unhelpful. It doesn't point out any technology that should run under the hood. To get the desired wow effect takes different types of skills depending on the specific solution approach and the specific problem. Just saying that something is AI tells you nothing about who to hire, how to develop, and what successes to expect. Third, when you try to develop anything technological, say a machine learning product, you are specifying as part of the technological choices how such a product can fail, and therefore how it should be tested. Not only does the term AI not give you any technological direction, it tells you nothing about what failures to expect and how to test for them. Worse, businesses are generally led to believe that because it's AI magic, it simply works, which is never the case. Unless you understand when and how your algorithms fail, you can't develop an effective workflow to handle errors. Calling it AI leads you to wrong business decisions. Example time. So, let's peel back the veneer of AI and think in terms of the specific technology and the specific business case. Like all buzzwords discussed in this series, AI is a name hijacked by the big name vendors in order to market specific technologies that they're trying to sell. Machine vision, speech understanding, etc. Are these what you need? To answer, let's take as a case in point what is perhaps the poster child for AI for business, the chatbot. Typically powered by long short-term memory neural networks, or LSTMs, the promise is that this chatbot can automatically deal with service calls and save you on the high cost of contact center manpower. Is this a good idea? Well, unlike AI, which we don't know how to measure, the efficiency of contact center agents we have very good metrics for. Agents, for example, are measured on their script adherence. Will your LSTM adhere to scripts? To opening lines, sure, but not to more complex parts of the script. Will it carry conversations in the company voice? No, the technology just isn't there yet. How about customer satisfaction? Typically, much lower compared to interactions with human agents. You see, contact centers are not just about cost that needs to be minimized. Their ability to provide good customer service is an integral part of what makes up your bottom line. And LSTMs are hopeless to replicate it. Even when they are able to handle customer problems, bots are far less able to perform upsells and cross-sells. Deploying them means losing massively in your bottom line, even if you save on manpower costs. The bottom line, and this is quite frequently the case with technology that markets itself as AI, is that the functionality that the customer is actually getting at the end of the day isn't anything more than that of much older, more familiar tools. In this case, tools like IVR call routing systems. So, is it worth it to replace not your human contact center agents, but your old automatic call routing system by systems that do the same thing, only with an AI shine? If you're thinking that the flashiness of AI improves either the effectiveness of the service or customers' liking for it, think again. IVR systems are efficient specifically because customers understand exactly what the options are and have a very easy way to navigate through them, literally with the press of a single button, sparing them the need to start entire conversations. Their power is in the fact that they are familiar and predictable. A good example of an efficient human-computer interface is the Google search bar. With an average query length of roughly 3 words, you're getting all the information you need from the internet. That's real magic. Forcing people to formulate their queries as full sentences would have been a bad idea. And regarding the customer's liking for it, what feeling specifically are we aiming for with AI? Businesses are sold the idea that they are giving their clients that magical AI feeling. But studies show that the reverse is true. AI at its core is about the feeling that we have been fooled by the computer, and nobody likes that feeling. We react to it not with delight, but with anger and frustration. Is that the feeling you wish to convey to your customers? Even when the AI experience is positive, that feeling can't persist. You may be delighted because you thought there was something the computer couldn't do, and the computer proved you wrong. But next time, you won't be surprised. And without surprise, no delight factor, no magic, no artificial intelligence. So let's recap. AI, by its very nature, is a subjective experience. Saying that something is AI doesn't specify technologically, which, in turn, makes it untestable and unmanageable, all of which is bad for the business. At the same time, for customers, AI means an inefficient, unpredictable, and often frustrating experience, and one that even in the best of circumstances is unsustainable. So AI is equally bad for your customers. So who exactly are the beneficiaries? Except, of course, for the vendors of the so-called AI products. Does all this mean that you should never use conversational and video technology? Of course not. But it does mean that setting AI as your objective leads you to bad business decisions about these technologies. You can still use the latest and greatest of what's available, as long as your decisions about what to use, where, and how are guided by what will improve your user's experience and what will help your business. Anything else would be losing your money on analytics. Have you fallen for the AI trap? Tell us your story in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the other videos in the channel. Until next time, happy data modeling. And don't get duped by lies, damn lies, and statistics.